Greetings. Today I want to speak to you on the subject of economic slavery and why you need to break economic slavery and tap into your true economy, which is actually inwardly. Therefore, you definitely need to understand what is cosmic money by understanding energy, vibration, and frequency, and knowing that your real identity is your divinity. And that is what brings me to the many different material things in this world that is very much needed by everyone. That when I look around, I see that there are different races of people on this planet, and those who are more productive than the others. Therefore, if you find yourself to be among those who are less productive and not having certain things, you have to ask yourself, why is it that others have these things? Why is it that others are able to possess these things and not you? And I have to be very much honest, being one who grew up in a predominantly black country, and a country whereby most people have a religious mentality and most people have a colonial mentality, and also a country that was once a colony of Britain, and a country that was a part of the slave trade also, where slavery was happening. So that brings me to the point that physical slavery was removed, but there's still mental slavery, and mental slavery equals economic slavery, because economics have to do with one's mentality. And so when a person have a religious and superstitious mentality, it will keep them in a slavery mentality, because such a mentality will keep you looking outwardly and make you believe that there is a savior and a redeemer outside of yourself. And this is where I see secular Christianity have been used to keep the people in Africa, the Caribbean, Central America, and all of these other countries all around the world in mental slavery, and to keep them in actually economic slavery. So poverty goes along with people not having the right understanding of their mentality. In other words, they have no understanding of the law of mentalism. So they live their life being without any responsibility for their thoughts and their actions. And that is why most religious people always tend to blame a devil outside of themselves, because they believe that there is an entity that is existing outside of themselves that would tempt them to do things that are negative. But I want to say to you that there is a lot of polarity that is taking place in all of humanity. That is why we all have been given a choice. And whatever you do in this life, it has to do with the thoughts that you embrace mostly, or the thoughts that you dwell upon mostly. Because truly we become what we think about most of the time. And whatsoever you sow, that is what you shall reap. That is why you're told that God is not mocked. Because when you think about God and you realize that God comprises of energy, vibration, and frequency, and it is the infinite intelligence that lives in each and every one of us that we refer to as the very life that is within us, then you would know that you cannot trick life, because your life would always reproduce whatever seed that have been sown. So as you think, so shall you be. Okay? And that is what it really means when they say, as a man thinketh in his heart, in his subconscious mind, so is he. So my brother, my sisters, all you have to do is look at nature, and you would see that nature always reproduces back whatever been sown in the soil. So you just use that and ask yourself why you do not have these things that you like to possess in your life. Because, for example, okay, you have, as I said before, all the different races of people on the earth. Yet, there are those who would say, well, okay, there is only one race, which is the human race. Okay, so let me speak about it from both angles. Okay, and all of us go to the toilet every day. All of us have to brush our teeth and keep our mouth in a healthy condition that is gonna smell. And all of us have to take a shower because we're gonna smell. I'm saying all of this to say there's so much things that we have in common. Yet you're seeing other people getting certain results in their life while you're not seeing other people getting that same kind of results. For example, when you look at all of the airlines, these massive airlines of the world, you see there's a certain set of people that own them. When you look at the resorts all around the world, you see there's a certain set of people that own them. When you look at the automobile industry, you see there's a certain set of people own it. When you look at the banking system, and you see a certain set of people own the banks. When you look at the electricity companies, you see there's a certain set of people own them. As a matter of fact, when I'm living here in the Caribbean, I want to believe, okay, because I'm subject for correction, that all of these Caribbean islands and the electricity company, they actually owned by a family. Most likely a white family. Yet the people in the country believe that it is the government of the country or the political leaders that own these electrical companies and even the water, the companies that control the water. Okay? But they just have shares. The government of the country, the so-called, political leaders and so on, who the people give their power to, okay, to an X, marking an X. They might have shares in it, but sometimes if you look more deeply, okay, especially these colonies, some family own it. And the Queen in England, and I'm saying the Queen, so you would understand who I'm speaking about, okay? Because my mother is the only Queen I know, okay? And all the other women, they're the Queen, they are queens, okay? And they claim to own these islands. Okay, yet they have to go to the toilet just like everybody else. So what I'm saying to you is that there are things that they know that other people do not know, and what they know is basically the laws that governs all of humanity. What they really know is really how the mind really works. What they know is alchemy. What they know is energy transmutation. So my brother, my sisters, you need to break out of economic slavery by getting rid of all form of mental slavery and have the right concept about yourself, have the right concept about the world, have the right concept about others, and have the right concept about money. Break all of your limiting beliefs and get rid of all the teachings that you receive from your parents and from your religious leaders, from your political leaders, from your school teachers, and learn to think for yourself. So take control of your mind. That's what I'm actually saying. Take control of your mind and you will break economic slavery and every other form of slavery. So my brother, my sisters, the choice is yours. I just want to use these few words of encouragement and wisdom to inspire you and to encourage you, to say to you that you are in charge of yourself. You're the Lord and Master of your destiny. That's why you've been given a choice. So you have the power to break all economic slavery, all mental slavery. All you need to do is just learn to think for yourself and be willing to unlearn and relearn. Be willing to reprogram your subconscious mind to live the best version of your life. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you are listening to me and what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you, if it really resonates with you and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram or you like to follow me on TikTok, you can follow me at BlackMadGuru. And if you feel strongly led to support this work, I just want to always remind you that there's a PayPal and the link is always down below. Also, you can feel free to be a part of my Patreon community and support this work continually. or you can take my course for $20. It's called The Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And it's all about you aligning with that light or that sun that is within you. For when you discover that light within you, you will be in alignment with your true essence. And when you are in alignment with your true essence, you definitely replicate a life that is in alignment with nature. And you can see nature always bring forth bountifully. Therefore, it is your right to live a bountiful life and break all economic and mental slavery. So if you feel strongly to check out those videos, I definitely encourage you to do so. At this time, I want to say peace. Love you all. I'm out.